I'm a sucker for a special edition bag. And of course, I love things in the color fuchsia. So special edition plus the color fuchsia equals sold. I got something at Goyard and I can't wait to show you. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, I'm Eva. Thanks for joining. So in today's video, I'm showing you what I bought at Goyard. If you are new here, I went to New York to sing in a festival in Carnegie Hall, which was an amazing experience, and I'll have that vlog linked below in case you would like to see it. One of the days that I was there before rehearsals began, I had some time, so I decided to go over and check Goyard. I wasn't really sure what I would be interested in purchasing because I've never been to a store. I've never seen the pieces in person. I just knew that I wanted to see what the hype was about for myself. I wanted to see these things in person. Now, I know that they don't have the prices online, but I did peek online to see what information was available on their website. They were showing these special limited edition pieces that are part of this spring garden collection. When I saw that they had this lovely garden collection, of course, one of the options being in the color fuchsia, I was like, oh, I'm seriously interested. But then I thought, oh, it's probably already sold out. You know, I don't know how long this has been out or anything. So I just went with an open mind to see what might be available. So yes, I bought this in New York. I needed to unbox it so that I could get it home with me in my carry-on. So you know it's a special edition, you know it's in the color fuchsia, but this bag style, I haven't seen very much about it on YouTube yet. So in case anyone is interested in this style, I'll show you around the bag and then I'll tell you about my store experience. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to compare this particular style to a couple of others in my collection. All right, so this is the Bellhara PM size, and of course it's in this fuchsia color. Now the color, yes, it is a bright pink, but it's not bright like a neon. It, to me, has more of like a raspberry flavor to it. Visual flavor, let's say. So it looks exactly the same on the front and the back. It's a symmetric design. It's a bucket bag, but it has like this flared out shape, which I think makes it really unique. It has flat handles, which makes it easy to carry, and it also comes with a crossbody strap. And here is the hardware for the D-rings here on either side of the bag. So not only the exterior color, but also the interior is part of the special edition garden collection. So here I've got my receipt down inside the bag. I've got the crossbody strap, which came in its own super cute little dust bag. And then also here, the tag that was on the bag. I want to get a good up close of this monogram. I think it's beautiful. I think it's so elegant. I know that they used to hand paint this. Yeah, it's kind of a geometric monogram shape, but for me, it really brings my eyes in when I actually start to look at the pattern. It just draws me in. So here's the bottom of the bag. It's canvas. It has leather piping. This part here is not leather, but the leather starts here for the handle. And here's a close-up of the interior. Isn't that beautiful to have this garden floral motif here? I just think that is so nice. It definitely drew me in. Not only the color fuchsia, but this also drew me in as part of this special collection. I really do love that. As I mentioned, this is the Bellhara PM. Goyard also has a Bellhara like regular, just no PM or GM or anything. And I did see it in store and I tried it on. I liked it a lot. It's bigger than this bag, but it has, of course, the same shape and style to it. The canvas part of that bag has a logo, which I thought was really cool. It has the turquoise Goyardine canvas and tan handle. So I really like that combination together of the neutral canvas, the turquoise, and the tan. I was very tempted to get that bag because I liked it so much, but I knew that this was my bag. You know, sometimes you just have that very strong feeling, you know, this is your bag for this moment. I just could not leave the store without this bag. The Bellhara PM also came in this beautiful iris blue as part of the garden special collection. So this is the strap, and you can wear it on the shoulder or crossbody. So I'll put in a shot of me trying it on crossbody in my hotel room. Of course, the handles come up a little high, but it's okay. I do plan to mostly carry this top handle in the crook of my arm or here by the handles. Of course, it's so nice to have various options in wearing a bag. This is what it looks like with the strap attached. So the handles are quite stiff. I've already worn this bag a couple of times and I do feel like they've already started to soften. Okay, so now let me tell you about the store experience. I had a very good experience in the store. When they opened the doors and we were welcomed in by the security guard, there were about 5 or 6 sales associates ready to help each one of us that were coming in. So in the New York store, when you enter, you go down a few steps. So it's like at the bottom of this building. And the only reason I mention that is because it was quite dark in the store. And that's probably due to the effect that they wanted, you know, the mood they wanted to create in the store, but also because it was down lower and there wasn't as much natural light available. The store itself was very small, so I believe they only let in enough people for each sales associate to be taking care of someone. So I think that's one of the reasons for the line, not only because it's exclusive, you can only buy like in the store, plus how they only let customers in that have a sales associate to be working with them. So you're not gonna like, you know, just go in and browse while you're waiting for a sales associate to be free. There's not room for that really in that store in New York anyway. So while my sales associate was going to get some other things for me to try on, I did, you know, look around to see some other things, and they had those very discreet no photo signs everywhere. You know, the picture of a camera with an X through it. So they're very protective of the store environment. I did wanted to mention one of the cool aspects of the store was that when I went to check out, beside the checkout area, they had a Cole Porter trunk display. I was so enthralled to see that. I just couldn't take my eyes off this. I really wanted to take a picture, but I did not. Of course, I respected the signs everywhere, but I did find this picture online and I wanted to show you. One of the great things about this bag is that it's just light as a feather. It weighs practically nothing. I'll put the weight down below, but this canvas is so lightweight. And I also wanted to mention that this canvas, it does not feel flimsy. You know, like, I don't know if it's because of the special edition. I don't know if this garden interior print is different, but it doesn't feel flimsy to me. And when I watch some YouTube videos about Goyard, that's one of the negatives that comes up over and over again. But this does not feel flimsy. I'll be really anxious to see, you know, in general how it wears. One of the things I think helps in the sturdy factor is these, you know, thick leather handles and also the leather piping that comes up on each side of this bag. So that helps give it the structure and helps it maintain the shape. You know, when I'm not holding it, you can see it's keeping its shape here. It does have a flexible but firm feeling about it. Of course, reading the dimensions is helpful if you're thinking about buying a bag, but I find it most helpful to see the bag compared to other styles. You probably are familiar with the Speedy 25. And so I wanted to show you here side by side. They don't seem very comparable in terms of shape, but actually they are in terms of capacity. So as you can see, the Speedy is wider here at the base. I also wanted to compare it to another bucket style that I have in my collection. This is the Mini Noe. Because this has a drawstring closure, it's more secure, but it's also a little bit more tricky to get in and out of because of the way this top handle is attached here at the top. Because this one opens up wide like this, it's just a lot easier to use in my opinion. I'm not saying, you know, that one is better than the other. I'm just saying they have a different ease of use to them. If you haven't seen my other New York videos, the vlogs, and the other unboxings, I'll have them all linked below. Well, thanks for watching today. I hope to see you in the next one. You take care. Bye.